Good evening, friends. Welcome to another art night. Tonight we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be creating an abstract image, or maybe one more than one image. We'll see how it goes. Me feel like the sound is a bit high. As always, we are listening to Nightwave Plaza, my one-stop shop for vaporwave and just chill tunes that I like to enjoy while I'm doing this editing. And oh, and it stopped. It's gonna be one of those nights, I guess. Yeah, this sometimes happens. um I don't know if it's my browser doesn't agree with them or something, but hopefully this will be the first and last time that I need to do that tonight. In any case, so what is an abstract image? This is a bit of a confusing term, I guess. Basically, an image that has a reference, something that is, you look at an image and maybe it's highly stylized, maybe it's like a cubist image or like an expressionist image or something, but you can still look at it and say, oh yeah, that kind of looks like a face a little bit, or that looks like a house or whatever. That's close to abstract, but it's not exactly abstract. And abstract is something where you look at a picture and it's just about elements in a composition. It can be something like geometry, where you look at it and you're like, yeah, I'm getting something out of this. I'm getting a sense of weight, or maybe some kind of emotional gravity or something like that. But you can look at something like this and say, you know, um, this is a beach at sunset. I mean, you could, but that kind of comes back to the viewer, more as the person who really determines the meaning of the work. And I'll talk a little bit about that as we continue. And then some abstracts are something like, like a Pollock, for example. It's a different spin on the same idea. So you look at it and it's almost like a Rorschach ink blot, which is everybody will see something different in that. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna have a night tonight where I press the stop play button repeatedly and get gradually angrier at my browser. But I'll try and keep it civil. My voice is also a little bit shot tonight, so apologize for that. I might be coughing or going up to getting a glass of water or something. Anyway, so let's start. We're going to create our abstract using Photoshop, and I'm going to be using a collage technique. You know that I love collages. And I'm hoping to get something that is I'm thinking like a really dense, really active, dynamic composition. I don't know about colors. I haven't really given this much thought, to be honest. But I think I'm going to start my kind of like... I like to play when I'm creating images and I'm creating compositions and I'm starting from scratch. I like to play something that's almost like an association game. So, in an association game, I would say a word, and then you would say the first word that comes to mind. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to be doing that visually. And the first word that came to my mind when I thought about this was a wave. I wanted to get that kind of motion of the wave when it's like really foaming and kind of like spitting water all over the place. Something like this. Perfect. So either one of these will be fantastic. But again, I don't want someone to look at this image and say, "Oh yeah, that's a wave." So I'm just going to take an element from this and then bring an element from something else. We'll continue playing this association game until we get something. We'll see what that something is. Okay, so... oh, goodness. Let's find something a little chunkier. Yeah, these are all pretty perfect. Ooh, especially something like this, where yeah, it's a wave, but you kind of almost can't tell it is a wave already in the image. So if I take just the foam element out of that, or even just like crop, you know, sometimes if you crop out a section, if you zoom in into an object, you can really transform that object's meaning, or even, you know, transform it completely in a composition. So we're going to try and do something like that. So let's get this wave. Has that sort of motion. That's neat. I often do... I feel like this is something that I've already done kind of like to death on this channel when I do spacey themes or underwater themes, and here I go again. First, like my first go-to is wave. So I'm thinking something maybe different. Maybe let's do like something like sand. Oh yeah, this is very nice. I'm gonna do this again though. So I'm kind of interested. I'm interested in texture. I'm interested in interesting shading. I'm interested in motion. I'm interested in a functioning internet browser. Oh, we can't have everything. Let's see. So these are all not bad. Maybe like a sand, like a sandstorm. I kind of want to see like a sand tornado scene. There we go. It almost looks like a cloud, which is fine. Clouds are like definitely a good go-to when you're looking for abstract. You know, it's the oldest cliche. You look at clouds and everybody sees something different. But nah, not really. Not really what I want right now. I think one of these will do. Trying to find the one with the most texture. I think this one is pretty good. Great sand dunes. Oh. Won't you let me see it? No. Okay, well that's not very nice of you. Kinda like that image. Oh well. Sure I can find something like that again. This one is not too bad. I like the color here. It's very lush. Oh, of course. Oh, goodness. Alright, hopefully... What about this one? Oh, this one has a watermark. Can't have that. Okay, let's look at something more organic, more biological maybe. So I'm thinking maybe some kind of flower, like a spiral flower. Let's see what we get out of that. Okay, some of these are quite good. I like the geometry. But then geometry I find can make or break an abstract, because if it's too dominant, it frames everything in a geometry. This looks like an artichoke. I dig it, I dig it. I think I'll get one geometrical one. Maybe this. The sunflower is always nice. Ugh. Come on. You're being really extra tonight. Which one else did I like? I like this one. Okay, let's get this one. Alright, let's see what else we need here. Goodness. It's so random when it stops. It's like, why at this time? Oh, this didn't even work. Oh well. That was my desert, so I'll need to find a new desert. Dunes. I'm gonna get a bunch of like dune stuff probably. Okay, it's not bad. These are not bad. Yeah, larger, that's fine. I think maybe this one, or alternatively, this one will be nice as well. Ugh, we're back where we started. No thanks. Sorry I'm wasting half this video on finding images. I really should start doing more prep for this. But I think it's part of the fun, you know, the hunt for the right image. Okay, cool. Let's get it. This one's really good, actually. Now let's get some corals. I know I said no underwater stuff. Never mind. Let's do water, but like slow motion. Water. Water does funky stuff in slow motion. Looking for like something with a lot of shatter. Some of these are ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, so let's get this one where it kind of looks like glass almost. Oh, this was CGI, of course. It looks a little too nice. Okay, this is real water. Which makes me think maybe I'll get like ice. Cool ice. Okay, that's not really what I had in mind. let's say ice formation. Now we're talking. Look at this beautiful thing. Definitely getting this. Okay, cool. Let's get another icing. It is definitely the season. I like to get a lot of source stuff to work with because I'm going to use like details of stuff, not necessarily going to be using the whole image. Let's look at this. There's some penguins there too. That's pretty neat. But I have a feeling this won't work, but let's see. Hold on. Come on, just let me have it. Thank you. Right, sweet. And then it's got like a crystal formation. Crystals are always funky. Oh, it's the first result. So these are amethysts probably, or geodes, or yeah, amethysts. I like the lushness here. Get that lushness. Yeah, it's beautiful. So while every element in this image is going to have a referent and is going to have a very obvious referent, what I'm trying to do, the challenge, is to put it all together in a way when you will look at it, you know, not knowing what it is, you'll be like, huh, you know, I'm getting something out of this. Hopefully, it's very hard to make successful abstract art, but, you know, I'm getting something out of this, and then, but I don't necessarily know what it is. Alright, let's get something like microscopic. That's cool. Maybe neurons. I always liked how neurons look. But this is mostly, like, this is not really neurons. I don't think we have, like, a high-res image of neurons that are actually, like, this close and personal. Okay, yeah, let's get something else. Let's get what's cool and microscopic. You know what? Never mind this. Let's get something kind of like gross a little bit. Let's get like larva. Yeah, people think that larva is gross. And, you know, I kind of agree. But, like, look at the, like, shininess. You know? Look how shiny it is. It's slick and moist and, like, yeah, we can work with this. So yeah, this weird association game has taken me to some places that I haven't thought I'd go, for sure. Ooh, this one is also pretty good. They're not as dense though. I kind of like the denseness earlier. What else? I always think about great ideas for this, like after I'm done, after the fact. I'm like, oh, I should have used this, I should have used that. Maybe like an electric storm? There's no way that's real. But I like the clouds a lot. I like how it illuminates the clouds dramatically, so I'm gonna get some of these for sure. Yeah, this is beautiful. Can't wait to fill it with my disgusting larva. Okay. This one also. It will never let me have the nicest images. It's gonna let me have like some of the nice images, but the ones that you really want, you never can get. Ain't it true for, like, you can never get the one you want? What am I going on about? Didn't I just get this one? This one looks really familiar. Where's the one I got? I got... Oh well. Let's get like the rings of Saturn or something, or like a close-up of Saturn. These are mostly computer generated, I feel. Let's get the other one, the one with the stain. What is it, Jupiter? I think it's Jupiter. Yeah. It's the one. Don't quote me on this, I'm not like an astronomy guy, but I'm pretty sure that this stuff is all like atmosphere. This is all gas. Could be wrong on this, but you know, legend has it. Okay. That was actually not that great quality image. I was hoping for something sharper. Yeah, this is perfect. This is like, it's already, all you need to do is close up on there and you're like, there's no way anyone can recognize what this is. And I went to space again. I have to stop doing that. Let's do like underground stuff that's underground. Like oh yeah, like a disgusting sewage. I love taking stuff like that that's people are like ooh, and then but when you really examine it, it's kind of pretty. I mean, I'm sure it reeks, but that doesn't cross over. Yeah, these are actually not that bad. So now you get like actual disgusting sewage. Okay. Maybe this first one. This is like a news story or something. This actually happened. Okay, okay, all of this stuff. I don't want any of this. No, 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 don't allow it. No thanks. Jeez. Just wanted to get a picture of the sewage. And I'm being treated like a rat. Yeah, I think this is enough for now. Let's just start working with this and we'll see where we get. Yeah. So, out of all of this, which is the largest image? 3,800. Yeah. This one maybe. Oh yeah, 4,000, 5,000. Okay, yeah, definitely this one. This one. So we'll get this one. Oh, it was actually the first one we got. Wild Wave. Cool. And now, let's get everything else. Let's dump that right in there. Sure. Yes. 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 Why did I get this? Oh, too late now. Okay, I think that's it. And now let's start doing stuff. So, in each of these ones, what I like to do is just... I usually don't like the magic wand, but this is like really good for that. So I'm gonna bring the tolerance up high some, and then I always forget which one is the one that like will... It's either contiguous or non-contiguous. Those are the options. Yes, it's non-contiguous. And I'm just like picking a shade. Cool. Then put that on there. Alright, and now let's just move this down the way here. So look at this cool texture we got out of that. Just these like random lines. Now we're gonna do the same thing again with all of them. So I'm kind of digging this. Let's get like a cool mid. Maybe a little darker. Okay, or maybe I'll just bring down the tolerance a bunch to like 10. That's more like what I'm talking about. No. No. I want it to be more fractured. It's not bad, okay. Yeah, so let's get a bunch of these. Just a couple more. How to do it. Lovely. Get that. Bring this down with the water. Now, what we got here? Oh, let's bring the tolerance up some. So it's, you know, it's a very simple process, really. This one has too much variation. It's the other opposite. So let's get this like stuff here. Let's get this as well. Get some of this. Some of this. I like the circularness of it. Apologies for the glitches with the play again. This is probably good. I kind of like this image. I like. It was a good idea to get something round. Usually don't do that. Yeah, but look at that beautiful, like, whirly weirdness. Let's bring that down. This thing. Yeah, I guess. No. Let's just get these like outlines. Maybe like a little bit of this. Maybe some of this. Yeah, like this. Yeah, that should do it. Right. Good stuff. Bring it down. This was the one I was kind of looking forward to. Let's see if it works out. Oh yeah. Wow, this is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool. Alright, so let's get that. Oh, so nice. Look at that. You can kind of tell what it is, but you know, I'll play around with it some, see what I get. Ah, this one. This one I actually love so much. I wanna kind of keep it as a background almost. So I think I'll do that. Just for, yeah, I'm gonna bring this down and bring the wave up, because the wave makes more sense to cut than this. Ooh, that one's also really good. And I'll make a copy of this, just, you know, just for science. You know I do everything for science. And then we'll bring this on. Ooh, this one's also super good. Okay, yeah, let's make a copy of this as well. Damn, this was like a good day on the internet was had today. Alright, let's look at this first, I guess. I want to get all of this splatter, yes. Okay, and then this. Ah, so good. Wow, look at that. Okay. And then this one. I want to get this blue weirdness that's happening here. As much of it as I can. Oh, but this stuff is also really good. This gray. Just want all of it. And some of this, maybe. Okay, let's see what we got. Ah, perfect. This is too easy. It's just, it's doing it. The work is making itself sometimes. Alright, then these ones. I know I don't want the penguins there necessarily, although I will say sometimes it's cool to have one you know, one or two or like a small element that's decidedly not abstract in a otherwise completely abstract composition, especially when you're doing collage. It makes the surrealness of the whole thing that much more surreal. I'm not saying these penguins are it. I feel like, you know, they're penguins, and they're tiny, so they're not that interesting necessarily to see. But I'll pick them up just to kind of make the viewer go, is that what I think it is? Get this stuff for sure. Oh, I'm working on the wrong image. I'm like, why is this not selecting what I wanted to? Okay, yeah, it's more like it. So I'll get some of these guys. And then let's get the like really white stuff here. And then get some of like the mids. But like, so lower mids. Yeah. And then upper mids I got. And let's just get like just a bit of the middle mids maybe. Let's see what that looks like. I think I selected too much there. I should have stopped before I got those middle mids. But I mean, this looks really abstract. This looks totally funky. Alright, let's see what happens here. Is this stream still going, by the way? Did I crash? No, I'm going. Alright. Still going strong. Now this amethyst. What to do? I know I don't want this dark here because there's not a lot of information there. I think I'm gonna get the highlights for sure. And then these like floating, ooh, cool. And then let's get some of this like lush. Yeah. I'm not gonna go overboard this time. Just gonna do it, I think. Maybe just get these like a little bit of like the brown stains. Alright, let's see what that looks like. It's subtle. Definitely can tell what it is, which I dig. Radio. Okay. Now the maggots. I do love these gross things. Let's bring the tolerance way down. And definitely get the shiny. That's what I like most about them, that they're shiny. Oh. Never mind. Let's get the shiny. And maybe like a little bit more of that. Yeah, cool. And then the red shiny. Okay, we're starting to get to like the danger zone where it's going to be recognizable. Let's get some of that. Maybe just like the very darks. Let's see what that looks like. Huh. That's really good. Okay, let's get a little bit, a tiny bit more. Get like the low mids on the red, like the burgundy, and the low mids on the white. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, this is just enough where you're like, is that? Yeah, this is fine. And then last but not least, which one do we say this was? I think it's Jupiter. Is this Jupiter? Yeah, okay. Oh my god, so much great stuff to choose from here. You can't even... Maybe I want to use this as a background. Alright, so I'll make a copy. just in case, because this one is really quite priceless. And now let's look. Oh, it's so beautiful. I definitely want that beautiful turquoise. Oh. Okay. And then let's get, yeah, let's just like get like a shade of each. So get the darks here. And some of this stuff, the highlights are always nice here. Gets like this like middle cream. Yeah, okay. And then get like the dark turquoise. Ooh, this might be a bit too much there. Try to get those like grays here. What have I neglected? Just get some more of the highlight stuff. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Can't even tell anymore. Okay, this is good. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to blow everything up so that it fits. What to use as our base? Let's start with this, I guess. So Command T. Let's make that massive, absolutely massive. It's already massive. Photoshop might crash on me again. You can kind of tell that's a wave. Okay, you're not going to be background. Sorry, friend. I'll bring you up though. And I'll just like cut you up again. Let's get... Last time we got the foam, so this time let's get the like brown stuff. What am I doing? Yeah. Maybe some of this nice turquoise here again. No, I like that. And some of this. Okay, yeah. Wow, look at that. That's so cool. Do I have that? Okay, I can always just flip this. Anyway, now let's look at this. So this I really like. This one I think is my favorite image that we got today. But again, it's the same. It's kind of the same issue where you can tell kind of sort of what it is. Or can you? I think maybe I've made it too large, I think. Yeah, you can still kind of tell what it is. Alright, so let's so it's gonna have to be Saturn. Jupiter. Let's do this again. So last time I got the blues. This time let's get the kind of like middle teals. All of this stuff, like the kind of like the yuck. And maybe some of the like darks here. Just because. And maybe some of the grays as well. Okay, yeah, I should do it. Alright, nice. Now, let's bring Saturn all the way in. You're our winner. Just gonna make this thing absolutely gigantic. Alright. Let's do this again. And there's a kind of glitchy element to this. because the pixels, especially when you blow up an image, um, in size to a point where it starts getting pixelated, you can start seeing like the squareness. I don't know if you can see it on your screen because you know there's like it's a little smaller, but I assure you it's there. I think you can probably see it. Alright, so let's bring all of these together now. This one, I don't even remember what this one was. I think this was the wave. And then this is the first one we got, that's the water. Let's just make that one a bit bigger. Kind of underwhelming, but you know, it will definitely add dimension to the whole thing. So let's put it here for now. And I might make a copy of it too. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, okay, so we're getting really nice textures here. Then storm. Again, this one didn't really do what I wanted it to do. Well, I guess it is, the area of interest is kind of small there, isn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna do this storm again because this is kind of like meh. Okay, I think I know what my issue is here. Yeah, the issue is the area of interest in the composition is quite small. So I need to scale it up some, like a lot. Okay, so let's do this again. And this kind of looks, oh, this kind of looks bad. Maybe I liked it better before even. Alright, let's just blow it up. And I might end up just scrapping this. This one is not like the hottest pick. I definitely want it to be lower. Okay, yeah, it's better. Yeah. I don't know if I'll keep that one. It just looks like fuzz and like not in a good or interesting way. Okay, this I really liked when I cut it. Now I don't know how well it will serve. But again, I'm just gonna increase it quite a bit. And again, just like the clouds, I'm gonna actually bring it even further down. Okay. We're definitely getting a lot of texture, but I think we're getting to a point where it starts being risky, where the composition is getting it's like, this is why it's doing abstract well is so hard. There is absolute freedom, and it's basically impossible to make a right or wrong decision, which, you know, is what's beautiful about it too. But sometimes you just wish like that something would just objectively look better than something else. That's a dumb thing to say. This is great. Okay, yeah. We're gonna continue with this. Alright, so this one, again, another one where I feel like I should have this area here. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Okay. That's better. Maybe this mid greens here. Is that going to take too much? Let's reduce the tolerance some. And then... Okay, yeah, that's what I want. And maybe this as well. Yeah, okay. And this as well. Or this one as well, rather. Yeah. Okay. Edit. Fail. I know there's a shortcut for this, but I forget. Okay. Yeah, way better. Way better. Alright, so now let's just increase this again. Really annoying that I have to do this every time, but sorry about that. This plant where I was kind of like, what is, like, why did I get this? But now that it's here, I kind of like that it's here. I like this. Not so much this half, but this half I really like. I think it adds a lot, actually. And then the last one. Is this the last one? Oh, we're not even close. Okay, so yeah, the desert. Look how nicely the desert and the plant work together. You can never anticipate this stuff. Okay, so Romanti again. Oh, what am I doing? I keep forgetting that's 2019 version changed a bunch of stuff. Let's bring this to here. I like the motion that's happening between the plant and this. That being said, maybe I'll push this down under the plant. I think that makes more sense. Which one do I like better? This. Definitely this. Okay, good. Wait, do you even need the background with this? Oh yeah, I do. I'm getting to a point where I don't, but I still do. A little bit. Okay, that's the wave. Wow, look at that beautiful splash. I want to turn this one around. Alright, let's, first of all, let's size it up. Okay, so while I'm doing this, earlier I talked about the meaning being not in the work but in the viewer, and this is something that I very strongly believe in. So way back when I was in art school, this is interesting. Look at what's happening up here. I'm gonna push this one back behind both the planet and the desert, I think. No, just behind the plant. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so back when I was in art school, I took I went to art school to be a painter, and I ended up really doing pretty much everything else except for painting. Really drifted from away from that. I got too much stuff here. I really like this image, and I got too much stuff, so I'm gonna get rid of some of this, just like yuck mid here, and some of this light gray. Yeah, okay, that's better. I do like the squares, but maybe I can thin them out. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's fill that. Oh. Anyway, what was I on about? Yeah, so, that's slightly better. So I went to art school to be a painter, and then on my very first year, I got the people that got me into the school placed me in intro to video, or intro to video class. And I was like, why? I've never held a video camera in my life at that point. I was like, what does this have anything to do with this has nothing to do with what I'm interested in, right? So I was kind of bummed about it, but I was like, sure, whatever, like, I'll take it, can't hurt. And then no, absolutely no. Yeah, this is pretty good still. I don't know if I'll keep that one. Oh damn, yeah, these penguins. What am I going to do with these penguins? I got too many images. I got big eyes and I got too many images. Anyway, I'm trying to tell a story. So I went and took this class, and then the first exercise that the instructor gave us, she was like, you know, you'll have to hand in a final assignment at the end of the semester and blah blah blah. And she gave us a bunch of options to choose from, and one of the options was to make a non-narrative video. And everybody was like, okay, well, what's a non-narrative video? And she's like, well, it's a video that's about nothing. It's just, it doesn't have a narrative. And she said, in all of my years teaching, and she was definitely like a senior instructor. I want to bring this up. I've never, in my entire teaching career, I've never seen a successful non-narrative video. And, you know, some people took that as a challenge. Other people were just like, yeah, sure, whatever. But thinking about it much later, I think what she was trying to convey is that the making narratives is a part of our psychology. It's like we look at things, and we, especially stuff that is like sequential, stuff that has an element of time, like a thing happens before another thing, we have this tendency to try and make those things make sense together. And there's a theory in film theory, if you talk about something like the Kuleshov effect, that builds from that. So I keep forgetting the shortcut. Yeah, okay, that's better. And I think that's the strength of abstract art. You can kind of see the penguins there, which I like. It's understanding that the work on its own never really means anything. I mean, these are just pixels on a screen. If kind of like I don't want to say a mindless eye, but like if a computer looked at this and they weren't like an AI or something, they would just see pixels. It doesn't matter what would be on here. It could be like, you know, the most profound piece of art that you can think of. The meaning always comes from us. Like, we always assign stuff meaning. So I look at this and I might see, you know, like to me, all of this textures and all of that stuff, like I'm kind of drawn to that. But someone else might say no, it's the colors, or someone else might say no, it's, you know, the composition or the weight or whatever. And we all associate that again, bringing all that stuff back to this association game. We associate stuff like that with whatever we associate personally with different images. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. I do like that the penguins are there. I think at this point I can turn off the background. Oh yeah, I can still kind of see it a tiny bit. Can definitely not understand what it is, but whatever. But I've lost a lot of the stuff that was under there. For example, I can't see any of my maggots anymore. Or maybe we haven't gotten to those yet. Alright, well, we'll see. What's this? I don't even remember. What is that? Oh, the amethyst. Oh, yeah. Of course. Okay. Get it together, man. Get it together. Yeah, this one I just wanted to be kind of like fractures, but I think I want them to be... I want more purple in there, a bit. No. I think this is the best one. Look at this hideous thing. There's too much. It just looks like noise now. You can still see the penguins, which I dig. Yeah, I'll have to fix this up. These are the maggots. Okay, cool. I kind of like them as like a framing device a little bit. Framing device. What am I talking about? I like them as a frame. It's not a framing device. Here they are a little bit too thick, maybe. Maybe not. I should just let it happen. And I totally lost the desert now. Like, I totally lost the stuff that was way back there. Maybe I'll just keep that sphere in the center, though. This broken sphere. Although it is covering my penguin, which I'm not crazy about. Right, let's see if we can still see the background at all. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, the background is necessary. Okay, so now that the composition is kind of built, let's start messing with stuff. I have way too many layers here. Ridiculous, the amount of layers. Okay, so let's start with our very background here. I want to make it redder. No, this kind of red. Let's saturate it a bunch. And let's throw some contrast on there. sweet. Now, let's look at this thing. This one. Let's, what do I want to do with this one? I want to work with the natural colors of the layers. That's why I totally altered the background one, because I feel like the composition is gonna misread. Not be misread, but it's going to misread. So I'm gonna try and make this like a tiny bit, just accentuate what's already there a little bit. So I'm gonna bring, gonna make this one a little reddish as well. Okay, and I need to clip it. Good. And crank the saturation. Okay. So we're getting red on red here, but that's fine. And then increase the contrast on this one too. I would say. So but like really, yeah, there you go. Awesome sauce, maybe even more. Yeah, that's fine, because I have a lot of cold stuff coming up. I have a lot of like water and ice and all that nonsense. Okay, so, ooh yeah, this thing. Do I want this? I mean, I do want violet, like a darker violet. Kind of looks bad. Really breaks the motion that I have here. Okay. I think not. Sometimes less is more. This one I definitely want. And this one is going to be accentuated to hell with the blue. Just really pull that blue out. Make it very vivid. And I'm going to slap... Is that too much? Yeah, let's bring it down to like 60. I'm going to slap some... Maybe I'll bevel this. See what that looks like. So, let's do like an inner bevel. And let's like really crank it. Okay, let's emboss it. Oh. Man, I'm an idiot. I'm applying it to the the adjustment layer, and I'm like, why is this not doing anything? Yeah, so I can definitely crunch this saturation on here a little bit more. Okay, yeah, that was dumb. So what was I going to do? Yeah, bevel. There we go. So yeah, inner bevel. Smoothen it somewhat. Let's like really accentuate. Okay, no, that's too much. Yeah. It's like, kind of like make it tight actually. I think 20. Around 20 is my happy zone here. I don't want to soften it at all actually. And I'm going to actually copy this and apply this to my Saturn here as well. Yeah. Cool. Alright, next in line. This, I think, is the wave. But it's like take 2 of the wave. And I like it because it's a darker turquoise and I need like a little bit of dark here. So that's good. So it's definitely like darken it even more, I would say. But let's first of all like really crank it up. And then darken it down. It just adds that extra depth. You know what I mean? And because it's dark, thinking maybe an inner shadow. Yeah, just to like really sell it. Okay, it kind of went a little bit. Let's like make it more pronounced. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. You can't really see the color detail, which I'm not crazy about, so let's like just chill with this a tiny bit. And maybe bring the opacity to 50. Okay, now we're talking. This is already pretty good. Actually, this is probably already enough. But I am feeling extra today, so let's just keep going. Okay, great. More dimension. This one is light, so I like what I want it weight-wise, I kind of want it not there. So I'm thinking maybe here. Yeah. So let's quickly transform this thing. Rotate 180. Put it here. Yeah, I think that's much better. There's already a lot of this darker stuff happening here, and here it's like a little less. So I'll use this one here. Yeah, that's fine. It's so messy. Okay. What do I want to do? Alright, I definitely want to accentuate the details, just like I did with this. But with this it was easier because the color I was working with was darker. With this I think I might have to like maybe bevel again or something just so that it's pronounced enough. But let's see what we get, you never know. So I'll lighten it a bunch for sure. And then saturate it a bunch. And I don't want it to be this creamy. Why did it give me red by default? Let's go to something that we don't really have a lot of. Let's go to something like green. Okay, yeah, that's really pushing it now. And saturate it to hell. I think I might have... Yeah, I lightened it too much. Yeah, there we go. There we go, there we go. Now you see it. It's popping now. And I don't think I need to do much more with this. Honestly, you get enough, I think. Alright, sweet. Now... Oh, yeah, the desert. Okay. Here we're going to start blending, actually. And while I really want to preserve this, I really love this. This part here, I can kind of give or take, so I might just mask over it. Definitely this one. This one is kind of like, eh. So yeah, let's just mask that out real quick. I might have overdone it. Let's bring some of that back. Photoshop is about to crash on me, by the way. Can sense it. Okay, yeah. Let's save this before I go any further. Or maybe, yeah, I think it might already be too late. Yeah. It's stuck. Mendes, please save it, save it. Ah, I went too far. Sorry, friends. Oh, it sucks. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if I can salvage this. Yeah, the radio crashed on me again. Right. So, yeah. Oh. Okay, I can do this. So let's save real quick. Large document format. Let's try and save it as just a Photoshop document. Wild wave, yeah, it's fine. Okay, yeah, it's saved. And I can go to the pen tool. Alright, yeah, we're back. So let's just go back one here. Yeah, okay. This was where I wanted to stop. Okay, good. Let's just save this again before I start messing with the desert here. And I kind of like, actually, the feather on the brush, and I like that these dunes are kind of coming in. So, but this is risky because this is something where you look at and you're like, oh, that's sand. So we need to do something with it. And I think what we'll do is just like crank the contrast, so it will be ridiculously contrasty. And then I don't want to make this red again, but I do want it to be, so maybe 20. And I think that's actually maybe 40. That's fine. I wouldn't go more than that. And I don't want to make it redder. I like that it's brown. Now let's bring the contrast up a bunch. Oh, yeah. I always forget to clip these. Okay, good. And now, like, really bring the... Look at that. But it looks red now. That's too much. Yeah, we want to keep it in kind of like the ochery dokery. I liked it better before. Good. It's a beautiful color. It's almost golden. And then the last thing I want to try with this is blending it. So I'm thinking maybe lighten or darken. Definitely not darken. Multiply. Multiply is not bad. Color burn. Interesting. But it's getting red again, which I'm not. Even more red. No. 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 Oh, hell no. No, no. Well, that's really abstract, but it's like too abstract. And yellow. Lighter color. Lighter color is not bad, actually. Overlay. Overlay is nice. Soft light. Never. Hard light. Ooh, hard light. What does normal look like again? This is normal and hard light. It's pretty much the same. Vivid light, too much. Linear light, too much. Pin light, no. Hard mix, too much. Okay, it's just... It's a really cool addition, by the way. I'm thinking lighten or screen. What I did was I applied the blending mode on the adjustment layer, which I tend to do. More hard light. But then it gets lost a little bit, too much. Vivid light, no. Hard mix, never good. Difference, no. Hue, no. Luminosity, absolutely not. Color. Color is not bad, but again, you kind of lose. No, I think it's either gonna be which was it? Hard light. I like that one. Normal, not bad actually, just as it is. Vivid light, no. Soft light was no. Lighten I think was good. Or screen. I like this where it's kind of like ghosty like that. It's more like a hint, whereas with normal. It's a little too pronounced, but I think hard light was my favorite. maybe just normal. Yeah. That's the tricky thing with this abstract stuff. Look how, what I like is how the sand kind of melts into the clouds of Saturn in the background. And here, it's like almost like this mountain range and then it becomes the hills. I like this, I like that my eye goes like that. And then there's all this other nonsense too, but like whatever. You gotta have that. Alright, let's see the next one up. How the hell is this? Oh, the wave. Right. This one is definitely getting a blend on it. But also this is going to be like the foremost, or one of the foremost. I guess we have more to go, but this is going to be like one of the foremost like blue elements. So with that in mind, let's saturate it some. Somewhat. And then, is this the blue we want? Or is this the blue we want? I think this is the blue we want. Yeah, and I think maybe lighten it some. And then maybe I will actually apply inner glow on this. Add some choke. No, don't add any choke. Oh, let's add a little bit of choke. Good. Bring this to like lighten. No. Lighter color? Hell no. Normal? No. Lighten. Lighten it is. And actually no, screen. Just keep it where it was. And then just like make it more pronounced, I guess. That's too much. I want it to still be like red as a color. Okay, and then stop that, play that. Let's make it a gradient. Good, much better. And change the color to something a bit more fitting. Okay. Do I like this? I don't like it. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of that. I definitely want to blend this one. So, wait, let's lighten it a little bit more since we got rid of the glow. No, that's too much. Lovely. And now, let's see what we want. So I'm thinking lighten. No. I'm thinking soft light. It's too weak. Hard light. Ooh, I like the ghostly quality that I get from that. But it's, in a way, because it's like ghostly like that, now it's even more distracting. Maybe vivid. Getting into like some ooh, it's nice actually. Pin light. Red mix, no, never. Linear burn, absolutely not. Darken, definitely not. Screen. I think the one that I like the most so far. Overlay is also not too bad. TBH. Yeah, either hard light or linear light. Or sorry, or pin light. Pin light makes it pink, which is interesting. It's not really what I had in mind for it. It's just... What will it be? Ugh, it's difficult. Hard mix, no. Pin light. Hard light. Vivid light. Vivid light. Vivid light. Hard light. Vivid light. Hard light. Vivid light. I think hard light. And then pin light is cool, but that's not what... Color wise it doesn't make sense. Hard light, where it's kind of like subtle pink like that. What about lighten? It's the same. Screen. I want to go with hard light. That's my winner. Okay, cool. So we got that. Now we're getting to the like real fun stuff. What the hell is this? Oh, it's the ice blurb thing. Oof, this might be too much. Yeah, this should have been like way at the bottom. Maybe I'll invert the mask on it, see what I get. No. I'm gonna just not for now. Let's see this. Oh yeah, this I definitely want. Okay. So this is going to be like the foremost green element in the image. And quite honestly, it's like kind of overpowering in a way that I think maybe I'll push it under some of this other stuff. Which one did I like better? It's really interesting how they work together. But again, like the narrative is always in the viewer. You want this to make sense. You want it to make sense so much. Okay, so yeah, let's... You don't really need to do that much with it. I guess I'll just increase the not saturation, but the contrast on this. And then cool. And I do want it on second thought. I do want this under here. Yeah, it's a little too aggressive on its own. And you can kind of tell what it is, which even with all of my cutting, like you can, this is like a dead giveaway. It looks like palm leaves, but it kind of looks like a plant. Right, cool. Ah, but look at these beautiful lines. Like, look at this. That's all you need. Alright. I'm gonna bring the opacity down on this a bit. I like the ghostly quality, but I don't want it there too much. Like when it's like that, it's nice. This adds something. Like this adds dimension rather than being imposing. Alright. Next. Oh, this thing again. Yeah, okay, no. And my penguin. I might have to get rid of you. Eesh. Like, I already like it, so less is more sometimes. I do like that penguin, though. I like that there's one element there that's distinctly... We'll wait on it. We'll wait on the penguin. What's this? Yeah, this I can add. This is like small stuff. Alright, so that's going to be like the foremost like purple element in the image. So let's hue saturate that. Definitely lighten it, I would say. And then always forget to do it. Good. And then I will actually colorize it. Find my purple. Beautiful. Saturate it a bit. And this one is definitely going to get some kind of emboss. I want to kind of like, again, going back to working with the natural specs of the image. I want this to feel kind of like rocky, like it's a solid element in the image. So there's no real contrast here to like really play with, but I'm gonna try and create that contrast. No, not that. What have I done? Let's save it first just in case. I feel like I'm really stretching my Photoshop's capabilities here. So brighten the brights. Oh, I always forget every time. Cool, yeah, alright, so that's too much, but I want to bring back some of that texture. Maybe a little bit more. Good, and maybe not so bright on the brights. No. It is what it is. Yeah, okay, it is what it is. This is not really an amethyst color anymore. I'm gonna try and bring that back. Yeah, this is more like it. Okay, cool. Now, I'm gonna bevel it just a bit because I feel like I need to. Let's do like size 40. Do I want any softening on this? I don't really. And then is that distracting? Is it too distracting from what I have? I think it adds, actually. Except for this. This kind of foam fuzz in the corner I can do without. So I think I'll save. This was what hurt me earlier. And I'm gonna try and very gently take care of some of this. This one I'll leave, I think. And maybe some of this I don't need necessarily. Yeah, okay, that's good. Maybe I'll bring the opacity on the whole thing. Down to like 90. I want them to feel solid. I want them to feel like amethyst, but at the same time, there is already a lot. Now they're at a place where they're adding color, they're adding weight, they're adding texture, and they're not insufferable. Okay, good. So, file, save. Now we have 2 left. My maggots. Ooh, this is hard. I want them, but at the same time, I feel like if I use them as a frame, I will lose all of this. Like, I will lose all of this whimsical movement. And what is this? And this in the circle. Yeah, sure, yeah, I can have that. The center is like easy. I'll do that later. This though. Maybe if I expand them a little bit more. I'm just gonna make them more pronounced. So, yeah. Huh, Photoshop won't let me do it now. Come on, Photoshop. Just a little bit. No? Alright, never mind. I don't wanna... Oh yeah, it's freezing on me now for sure. Okay. Can I move it? No, I can't. Alright. I'm gonna let it think about this for a bit. Yeah, I feel like I had a good thing, and sometimes when you add and you keep, oh sorry about that, and you keep scooping more and more stuff, you lose the good thing that you had. And I feel like with this, oh well, let me zoom. Alright, fine. I'll just save it. Then once it's saved, I'm gonna quit and restart it. I'm really almost done. I just need to figure out a couple of things. There are a few layers there that I didn't quite know what to do with. So I'm just gonna quit this real quick. and then restart it.
Who invited you? I'm new here. Just what we need, another pussy.
Okay, good. Can I zoom? Yeah, I can. Alright, great. So I want to try this again just because I need to know. So, Command T, let's make these maggots a little bit bigger. To the point where they kind of lose their personality. Is this helping anything? I don't think it is. I think it's just gonna kill my... Like, I love the idea of them being there, you know? But they're not really helping. I have all of this. Right now it's interesting to look at. You have these like textures from the rocks and these weird leaves and all these like wild spirals, and you're like, what's all this? And then you have the sand that's like just a hint, and you're like, ooh, I can kind of see what that is. But if I bring this in, you see, like, you gotta know when to stop. It kills it. Alright, so I'll just add this spiral in the middle because that's kind of like not intrusive, and I think it can add just like a little bit of extra texture there. Sorry. Yeah. And this would be also an opportunity to introduce the kind of balance stuff out. So I think what this image is missing is a little bit of yellow. And that can help with that. So I'll just do that real quick, and then honestly I think I might be done. More or less. No. Okay, that's closer. Green, okay, no, we're getting back into Violet's territory here. I think this is as yellow as I'm going to get out of this. So let's lighten it a ton. Saturate it a ton. Yeah, this kind of gold ochre-y, this is what I'm talking about. Maybe even lighten it a touch more. And then I kind of like this blue in the middle too. What am I going to do with this? Maybe outer glow. This will be in the weird narrative that I'm building here. This is going to be this kind of like pulsating sun in the middle. And I like how these lines talk to each other. I like that they're doing this here. Kind of like the motion. Alright, so this is not something that I've necessarily planned, but the motion in the image kind of goes around like this, and these lines kind of guide it on its way. So I think it makes sense to have this spiral in the middle. You kind of look here, and then you look at the sand, and then you look here, and you look here, like the leaves. So, you know, either way you want to read it. And these lines kind of guide the eye. And then the spiral is like the big blender. So, I like that. And in the middle at all, I want it to be almost perfectly centered. Well, now it is perfectly centered. Okay. Good. I think that's where it was. And maybe before I give it a glow, maybe lighter color. Yeah. Because with this blue in the middle, it kind of kills it a bit. Actually, darken definitely not. Multiply definitely not. Overlay. Overlay just makes it weaker. Soft light definitely makes it weaker. Hard light. No. I'll just keep it in normal for now. And then just add my... What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, outer glow. Alright, so outer glow. Ooh, do I want a red outer glow? I think I might. Look at that. Interesting that it was set to that very primary red. Forgot what I was doing. That did that. So I have blue in the middle. Yellow is the red glow. Contrasts nicely with the green. Kind of complements the desert. It makes sense, like temperature wise. I think either that or like a very like blue. Like a very blue. It's almost unnoticeable. Yeah, alright, red it is. Even redder though. Yeah, there we go. And then let's spread it out. Spread the love. Oof. Damn, okay. No, that's too much. Opacity. Let's maybe bring that down like... No, I don't want it. I don't want it to be that pronounced. Alright, let's bring it up to like 40, 50. Okay, that's not too bad. Blend mode should be lighten. Or soft light. I was enjoying that. Okay, I went a little... I got a little lost in my own effect here. So let's change that to screen. And I think it's the spread that's like hurting me. So let's bring it down to like 20. Right. So let's see if that did us any favors. So before outer glow, after outer glow. I like it before better. It's better. It's just better without it. Yeah. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking this is either done or very close to done. In terms of like the color balance, what I'm missing here is a bit of blue. So I'm thinking maybe that's one thing that I can help. And I have two candidates. So I have the penguins, which are barely visible now, but I can use this to like introduce a blue element, and I like that there's like a sea over the desert. So that's one way I can do it, and then the other one is this. Which honestly, what I like about this one is that it kind of works in all the areas that are missing stuff. You know what I mean? Like, look at this. Where is it? Before. Like this corner here is kind of blah. The focus, the interest in the image right now is mostly where these leaves are going. So this kind of like mid area here, and then the sand here, and the circle in the center. So here it's like a little bit too messy to make sense really. Here it's kind of interesting with like the ghostly blue, and then this, like, yeah, it's offensive here, but I can just mask that out. And adding the penguins here, I think will really, I don't know. I'm like, I need those penguins. I think I need them in my life a little bit. Yeah. All right. Let's try that. And then the other one. This one is a little bit more naturally suitable because it's talking with all the areas I'm concerned about and not with the other ones. So yeah, it's doing this thing here, which I can use. And then here, but I think it is kind of offensive with the leaves. Like it's kind of killing the motion that's happening here. And I think that the penguins will do that as well. Yeah, they would. This stuff, which I like. Alright, anyway, I'm bringing the penguins in. I might just mask everything else and just... 2 gold was this. Apologies again for the glitches with the sound. My one goal is to just introduce a little bit of blue in the image. And my other goal is to have the penguins here because, you know, you gotta have penguins. Alright, so, hue saturation, let's make this thing hella saturated. Like, really saturated. Lighten it some, again. No, actually darken it, yes. And do I like this shade of blue? Let's go in the violet territories that I don't need. This we already have enough of. Yeah, I think I do like that shade actually. I think it's quite okay. Maybe just crank this up a bit more. Oh, again, every time. Alright, yeah, that makes more sense. And then lighten it. Yeah, I did need to lighten it. Of course I did. That's good. Alright, so I'm gonna bring it down to 50. Now we're ready to go. So, I want to preserve the motion of the leaves, so I need to get rid of a lot of this. And I want to keep the penguins. So that means I'm going to have to do some masking, and we already saw that Photoshop does not respond well to masking today. So I'll do my best. So here is fine. here is where things are kind of dicey. Okay, so far so good. And then here, don't want to break what I already have. And here just a little bit, just a smidge. And this, I like that, like the arm kind of fades into the blue here. Emerges here. And I have my ghost penguins sitting on a leaf here. Alright, so this is not bad, I would say. Maybe just a tiny bit. Gotta really manage it carefully. So is this adding or subtracting? I think here it's a little bit too much. I like the waves over the desert, but it needs to be, yeah, it needs to kind of be like emerging from. And here, needs to be a bit chill. A bit more chill. I think what this really needs is to be under the amethyst. And where is the amethyst? Oh, it is under the amethyst, isn't it? Oh yeah, it totally is. Okay, cool. So, again, before, after. Blue adds a little bit of balance. Penguins are there. Waves over the desert here, which I like. Although again, I feel like maybe not here yet. Could be tamed a bit. I like this weirdness here. It's just sheer bizarreness. And it's all like it almost acts as a vignette. In fact, it acts exactly as a vignette. Frozen again. So close. Alright. I insist on working on these massive images because I want to have all of this chunky information. I want to have detail. I want to have, you know, interest in the image. But it's just like it kills the CPU. Right, so yeah, I think this just needs like a hint of blue here, which I like. It's like emerging from the green. Like, look at how nicely it blends here. Can probably do the same here. Cool it up a bit. Maybe here. Not as great. This is where it really works. And now I just want to make sure my penguins are okay, because that's really what I care about here. I want them to be like oddly pronounced in all of this. Alright, and now all this other stuff doesn't matter. Okay, good. Good stuff. Yeah, so and then this one I definitely don't need. Oh, you can't even. Yeah, it's just like I like. If I was to use this, it would be either that or the plant, and I like what the plant is doing more than what that's doing. So that's what that is. And then the maggots are my one regret, but it's just not working. It's just not working for this image. Yeah, this one is pretty much done, I would say. We balanced the colors. We have our yellows, we have our reds in the background, and a little bit in the desert. We have our blues, we have our greens, some purple. We have texture, tons of texture. Look at like the depth of texture that we got here. You can really stare at this and see new details everywhere. Is it an abstract? Almost. There are some elements here where you can be like, yeah, that's a plant, that's like palm trees here, desert sands, waves, and of course the penguins. Kind of break that. But, you know, whatever, like, give me an F on making an abstract, I don't care. Like, I made a fun image that I enjoy looking at, and will probably use in some capacity for something. So, you know, that's a win in my book. Yeah, this was fun. I don't do this type of stuff often, and often when I do this I would actually use video, because I find that with video it adds an element of randomness where you're scrubbing through and you're like, ooh, look at this frame. I haven't even noticed this. But video is a lot more time consuming, not only in terms of just getting the footage, which is, you know, a thing in its own, but also rendering times. If I was to apply all of this stuff onto a video, it would probably, I don't even know if my computer could handle that, but, you know, even if it could, it would be like incredibly heavy on the old CPU. So yeah, so here we are, and I am going to I'm going to save this and send it out. So image, apply image. You know what I want, Photoshop. Make it happen. Do it, Photoshop. Did it do it? It did it. That's so hard. And now I'm gonna save it again and get my image out. Could not complete this. Yeah, I know. What? I saved it. It has been saved. Oh, okay, you're doing it again. Okay. This is the perfect waiting music for your computer to write a file. %75%. Oh, there we go. And I'm actually going to save this both as a TIFF so that I'll have my layers. Yeah, I know. And let it save that. And then I'll also save it as a lowly JPEG because I think this would be cool to. Photoshop. Anyway, I'll also save it as a JPEG because I think this will be fun to mess with. This will be fun to glitch with. But of course, I'll need to make the file quite a bit smaller. It already looks kind of looks like a mistake already. Okay. Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah, well, one. Pure professionalism. Only professionalism here. Final, real, actual, final, for real, the last one, 111, X real, final. Okay, I think that's quite enough of that. So, we did it. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you next week. Have a good one. Bye.